Good morning. Welcome back to the Vitality Project. I'm Dr. Bob. Yesterday, we introduced how key it can be, especially at critical junctures in our lives when all other options seem to fail us, how key it can be to surrender the outcome. And here I'm quoting the recent TED Talk presentation on YouTube that I've referred to in previous posts. Surrender the outcome. Well, how do we do that? And what exactly does it look like? We talked yesterday about the leap of faith. Let's start there. When I was at the very bottom of my own addiction, in fact, I was in the hospital for detox, I had an experience I'll never forget, and I want to share that with you today. It came to me one morning as I was sitting there on the edge of my bed journaling in my notebook that as truly messed up as everything seemed right at that moment, there was at the same time a kind of clarity, pretty sure I'd never known before. I had hit bottom for sure, losing my career, my finances, my professional reputation. I'd lost one marriage, and soon it seemed yet another exceedingly hopeful relationship. And I assumed I'd also lost the respect of every person I loved. And maybe underneath all that, maybe in some ways most painfully, I lost my own self-respect. Amidst all of this, amidst hitting bottom in this radical and pervasive form, what struck me at the same time that day, sitting on the edge of my bed, journaling in my notebook, was that there was this peculiar to me, certainly very unprecedented in my life, sense of freedom. I imagine that sounds pretty odd. A sense of freedom amidst such incredible across-the-board loss. Well, in fact, that was the case. There was some kind of beginning premonition that I was being given a chance to reconstruct my life from the ground up. In fact, I can recall right now as I'm talking to you all as clearly as if it was that same day. I can recall that I had another powerful intuition, and it was this, that there might come a day, I know this sounds paradoxical, but there might come a day, I thought to myself, where I'd find myself actually feeling quite nostalgic for this particular moment I was having. It was a moment of very, very clear insight. And as best I could put words to it, it seemed like there was an unlimited freedom for me to become, in many ways for the first time ever in my life, at least consciously, to become the person I really wanted, and I want to add, needed to be. It's the first time I'd ever experienced this. I think that's the first time, and it's singular in my life, that I had tasted, really tasted, full surrendering the outcome. I had no idea what lay in front of me, nor how I could even possibly get there. But I felt a freedom that morning on the edge of that bed, with pen in hand, writing out my thoughts and my feelings. I felt a freedom that I'd never known before. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to continue to move forward as we look into this theme of surrendering the outcome. And I'll also be looking towards applying it to our current circumstances right now. As I'm speaking to you, we're right in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic with the profound limitations it places on us. And I want to apply this idea of surrendering the outcome, even amidst what we're all dealing with right now. So stick with me, okay? I hope you have a good day. Stay safe, be well, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.